Hey guys, so we now have some pretty interesting scores here of Nvidia K1, which is this new kind of processor that's going to be out in the second half of 2014. So Nvidia was the guys that started this kind of quad-core race against or on devices like smartphones and tablets when they first released their Asus. I'm sure with a tablet like Asus Transformer Prime. I think that was one of the first quad-core tablets out on the market with the Nvidia Tegra 3 chipset, and then they unveiled Tegra 4 that wasn't really that successful from what I can recall, and now we do have Tegra K1 and the Antutu benchmark scores here, comparing it against Snapdragon 800, which is in the Galaxy Note 3, Snapdragon 801, Snapdragon 805, Snapdragon 801, which is in the Sony Xperia Z2, the brand new Galaxy S5, and maybe also in the HTC M8, the HTC One 2014 version there. But Tegra K1 here comes in two different chipsets. One is a quad-core variant, 32-bit architecture, three-way superscalar. I'm not sure what that means, but up to 2.3 gigahertz also. This was the chipset that we've been seeing now in a long time, but then we also have another chipset here, which is a 64-bit variant. So if you can recall, Apple's latest iPhone, the iPhone 5S, is also using 64-bit architecture. So this one is only using 2 cores, but Nvidia is calling it dual super core. It is 7-way superscalar, which I'm really not sure what that means, but up to 2.5 gigahertz, and super core probably means that it's super charged. So we do have the benchmark scores here that could be pretty fun to see here in Antutu. So they were running it with Android 4.4.2, the latest version of Android. And you can see here Nvidia Tegra 1 or Nvidia Tegra K1 as they're calling it, 64-bit version, 2 cores. And then we can see up to 3000 megahertz. It could mean that it was clocked on 3 gigahertz perhaps. And then the GPU here seems to be some kind of Nvidia GeForce ULP, at least I think that's the GPU. OpenGL ES 3.1, I think that's also the latest version. 1080p display, still no 2K displays here when they're testing it out. 30 megapixel camera, RAM 2 gigabytes. Pretty basic and straightforward stuff. But when we look at the score here, first the Antutu benchmark scores, you can first see in the K1, the 64-bit variant with the 2 cores, they're calling it the Denver 1. First in this benchmark score, you can see how much it stands out against the quad-core Nvidia K1 processor or chipset, and also another chipset here, especially in the RAM area. I mean, it's like twice the performance in RAM, which is pretty interesting, but you will be able to do with that in the future. Here you can see also Nvidia Tegra K1, and you can definitely see it's clocked here at 3 gigahertz, but they are saying it will have like a peak of 2.5 gigahertz, so maybe they did something special with this one. But you can see that it gets a little bit, or let's see here, yeah, a little bit below the 4-core Tegra K1. But way better than Snapdragon 805, which is not even out on the market. Snapdragon 801, which is well in the Galaxy S5 and the Sony Xperia Z2. Better than Nvidia Tegra 4, 36,000. These two almost gets 44,000. Snapdragon 800, which only get 34,000 here, and Samsung's Exynos processor 5420, 34,000 as well, 5410, 27,000, and then there's going down. Snapdragon 600, which is in the device like Galaxy S4, only get half, around half of the score of this new one, so it's like twice as good as the Galaxy S4 here. But then, of course, in real world performance, you're probably not going to notice that of a big difference. But maybe in gaming they will be able to take advantage of this a little bit, maybe make some high-end, more cool games in the future. So yeah, quick video. And as I said, second half of 2014 we might see some devices coming out with this. Yeah, peace out.